Hi, Elena. I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Welcome, everyone, to our podcast for English learners. I'm Elena.
And I'm Jack. Today, we have an interesting topic, travel booking. We'll talk about how to plan and book a trip, and we'll define some useful travel-related words.
Yes, we'll introduce some important words and explain their meanings with examples. Let's start with our first word, book online.
Great! So, book online means to reserve something, like a hotel or a flight, using the internet. Instead of going to a travel agency, many people now book online because it's fast and convenient. For example, I always book online to find the best prices for flights.
That's a good example. The next word is accommodation. Accommodation refers to a place where you stay when you travel, like a hotel, hostel, or even an apartment. For example, our accommodation in Paris was a small but comfortable hotel.
Nice! Now, let's talk about destination. A destination is the place you are traveling to. When you book a trip, you choose your destination first. For example, my dream destination is Japan because I love Japanese culture and food.
That sounds amazing. Our next word is weekend break. A weekend break is a short trip that usually lasts 2 or 3 days, often from Friday to Sunday. It's great for relaxing without taking a long holiday. For example, we went on a weekend break to the mountains to escape the city.
That's a perfect way to refresh. Now, let's talk about package holiday. A package holiday is a trip that includes flights, accommodation, and sometimes meals and tours all in one price. It's a good option for people who don't want to plan everything separately. For example, they booked a package holiday to Spain, which included a hotel and guided tours.
That makes traveling easier. Another useful word is review. A review is an opinion or rating that people write about a hotel, restaurant, or travel experience. Before booking, many people read reviews to make sure the place is good. For example, I always check the reviews before booking a hotel to see if other guests were happy with their stay.
That's smart. Now, let's talk about listing. A listing is an advertisement or description of a hotel, apartment, or service on a website. Travel websites have thousands of listings to help people find what they need. For example, the hotel had a great listing with beautiful pictures and a detailed description.
Yes, and when booking a place to stay, some people check if it has central heating. Central heating is a system that warms a house or building, which is very important in cold weather. For example, we chose an apartment with central heating because it was winter.
That's very important, especially in winter destinations. Our last word for today is recommend. To recommend something means to suggest that it's good or worth trying. For example, I highly recommend this hotel because it's clean, comfortable, and near the beach.
Perfect. These are all useful words for booking travel. Now, let's start our conversation about planning a trip.
Yes! So, planning a trip starts with choosing a destination. Some people like to visit big cities, while others prefer the beach or the mountains.
That's true. It depends on what kind of experience you want. If you love history and culture, you might pick a city like Rome or Paris. But if you want to relax, a beach destination is perfect.
Exactly. After choosing a place, the next step is finding accommodation. There are so many options: hotels, hostels, apartments, or even camping.
Yes, I always check the reviews before booking a hotel. It helps me know if it's clean, safe, and comfortable.
That's smart. I also read reviews, especially to see if the hotel has good service. And if I'm traveling in winter, I make sure the place has central heating.
Oh, that's important. Cold nights can be uncomfortable without central heating. Another thing to think about is whether to book everything separately or go for a package holiday.
Yes! A package holiday can save time because it includes flights, a hotel, and sometimes meals or tours. But booking things separately gives you more flexibility.
That's true. And these days, most people book online because it's easier to compare prices and find good deals.
Exactly. Travel websites have thousands of listings for hotels, flights, and even activities. You can find everything in one place.
Yes, and many websites also show reviews, so you can see what other travelers think before you decide.
Once the trip is booked, it's time to plan activities. Some people like a busy schedule, while others just want to relax.
Right, and sometimes a short weekend break is enough to feel refreshed without spending too much money or time.
Absolutely. Even a 2-day trip can be fun and exciting.
Yes, even a short weekend break can be a great way to escape from daily life and recharge. Some people prefer a quiet place, while others want adventure.
That's right. Some travelers look for excitement, things like hiking, scuba diving, or exploring a new city. Others just want to relax in a nice hotel or by the beach.
Exactly, and when choosing accommodation, it's important to think about location. A hotel in the city center might be more expensive, but it's closer to attractions.
Yes, if you stay farther away, you might save money, but you'll have to spend time and money on transportation. That's why I always check the hotel's listing carefully before I book.
Me too. A good listing includes photos, descriptions, and important details like free Wi-Fi or breakfast.
And, of course, the most important thing, reviews. A place might look nice in pictures, but the reviews tell you the real experience.
That's why I always read both good and bad reviews. If many people complain about something, it's a red flag.
Definitely. Another thing I always consider is the weather. It's no fun to go on a beach holiday if it's going to rain all week.
Oh yes, checking the weather is so important. I also ask friends for advice. If they've been to the same destination, they can recommend good places to stay and visit.
That's a great idea. Personal recommendations are often better than online reviews because you trust the person giving the advice.
Exactly. Once everything is planned, all that's left to do is pack and get excited for the trip.
Yes, packing can be exciting, but it's also important to be organized. I always make a list so I don't forget anything.
That's smart. I check the weather forecast and pack accordingly. If it's cold, I make sure my accommodation has central heating, just in case.
Good idea. It's also helpful to pack light, especially if you're only going for a weekend break. A small suitcase or backpack is enough.
Yes, and if you're flying, packing light saves money because you don't have to pay for extra baggage.
Exactly. Another thing I always do before traveling is double-check my booking online confirmation flights, hotel, and any tours I've reserved.
That's really important. I also save copies of my book online reservations on my phone so I can access them anytime.
That's a good habit. And once you arrive at your destination, it's time to enjoy and explore.
Yes, some people like to follow a strict itinerary, while others just walk around and see what they find.
I think a mix of both is best. I plan a few must-see places, but I also leave time to discover new things.
That makes sense. And if you're unsure about what to do, you can always ask locals for advice. They often recommend the best restaurants or hidden spots.
Yes, locals know the best food places, and sometimes they can suggest things that aren't in tourist guides.
Exactly. And that's another reason why checking reviews is useful. You can see what other travelers enjoyed before deciding where to go.
Yes, a good review can help you find great restaurants, tours, or even places to stay.
Absolutely, travel is all about new experiences, so it's great to be open to new things.
Yes, traveling is about discovering new places, trying new foods, and meeting new people. Even a short weekend break can give you great memories.
That's so true, and with so many options available, planning a trip has never been easier. You can book online, check reviews, and find the best accommodation to fit your needs.
Exactly. Whether you choose a hotel, an apartment, or a package holiday, it's always good to read the listing carefully and make sure it has everything you need, like Wi-Fi or central heating in winter.
Yes, and choosing the right destination is key. Whether you want adventure, relaxation, or culture, there's always a perfect place for you.
Absolutely. And don't forget to ask friends or locals to recommend great spots to visit. Sometimes the best experiences come from unexpected discoveries.
That's the beauty of travel. Every trip is a chance to learn something new and create unforgettable moments.
So, to summarize, when booking a trip, start by picking a destination, find the best accommodation, and check reviews before making a decision. You can choose a package holiday for convenience or plan everything yourself. And don't forget to double-check your book online reservations.
Yes, and once you arrive, enjoy every moment, whether it's a long vacation or just a weekend break. Travel is all about experiences.
We hope you found this conversation helpful. If you enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, and share it with your friends and family.
Yes, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more fun and useful conversations to help you learn English.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.